I'm Sujith, and I like to say that I'm more of a messenger than a teacher. I share the ancient teachings, and I help individuals practice that to reconcile the spiritual teachings with their worldly life. That's pretty much what keeps me busy. Just a simple question. Anybody that I bump into in a supermarket and I just got on chatting in the queue, if I get the opportunity to ask the question, okay, if you are happy, how much would you grade your happiness on a scale of 1 to 5, for example, or 1 to 10? They might tell me that, my score is 8 out of 10, etc. But the answer is irrelevant. The question is what is relevant. So rather than tell them about their reality, I question them. I ask them how they relate to their reality. And that self-examination, that self-inquiry itself is enough. That's my job done. Actually, at the age of 4, I started on this path of spiritual teachings. But in the beginning, as a child, the whole experience was one of, simply going to the teacher, learning some stuff because I'm told I should, and then, moving on in life and going to play. It used to be like that. It used to be quite an intellectual exercise, but it was extremely valuable because I was learning the truths of the civilization. But as I continued in life, I was kind of in pursuit like everybody else. So there was this duality about me that all the spiritual truths were known to me intellectually. But if I look at my worldly life, I was in the corporate world, I was in the business world, and I achieved great success in the corporate world at a very young age. And one of the things I started to recognize was how much ever I want to accomplish externally, I can, but that inner emptiness cannot be filled using that. And I slipped into disillusionment, and I had to go back to my teachers to ask, all right, I'm doing wonderful things in my human existence, but, what do I need to do different for me to feel, that endless joy, that abundant love, that deep peace that I deserve? And my teachers were simply pointing me back to the same. Go back to your teachings, practice that. And the truth actually started to come to me that, my external reality and my inner reality are completely disconnected from each other. Everything that I want to achieve internally, I'm the choice maker. I'm the personal leader to accomplish that. And it's absolutely not connected to everything that's external to me. So once that realization hit me at an experiential level, there was no turning back. My quest became one of, focusing deeply, anchoring my life around my inner truth, which is actually what is real, versus, the illusion that's external to me. It's our nature to be in pursuit of happiness, but people confuse pleasure with happiness. Pleasure is very externally rooted. It is something that we gain out of our sensorial pursuits. Happiness is grounded within. We need to source that from within us. Once we've done that, then everything that's external to us starts looking like a blessing. And we feel grateful for everything that we have, the abundance that we have in our worldly life. Alternately, if we are living in the pleasure paradigm, we are constantly going to go up and down in this cycle of, getting something and feeling fulfillment for a few moments, and then later again feeling that emptiness, that scarcity within. And everywhere I go, that's the most important discovery that I'm coming across. If you are okay where you are, you never have an incentive to grow. You have no incentive to shed the ego, to unlock and live your soul. You're okay where you are. If I bump into people who are facing confusion, who are in inner reflection, I applaud them, because that confusion happens only because they've decided to let go of that which did not serve them well anymore, to kind of pursue and find something new, something fresh, something more authentic and unique. But the journey to move from that one phase, which was safe and secure once upon a time, to come to a new place where you find a new sense of centeredness, that could be confusing. And for me, I say, confusion means it's a good thing. You are on that path of growth. Coming to the second part, paying the bills. Living your spiritual truth and your worldly human existence are not mutually exclusive. These are two things that you can elegantly reconcile. That's what I like to call combining your beingness and your doingness. Beingness being your spiritual essence. Your doingness being your worldly life. And elegantly combining that, these are not mutually exclusive. Anybody can combine that. And that is also the core of my work, to help individuals in that process of reconciliation. The Pathfinder afternoon, it's just a 4-hour seminar. And I explore two of the fundamental spiritual questions. One is, who am I? Self-realization. The second one is, why am I born? In 4 hours, you cannot accomplish a lot of that. But what I want to do is, for the audience, I want to create some self-examination around these questions. And the moment they start that self-reflection, they are already on their path of reconciling their beingness with their doingness. So that's the Pathfinder afternoon. I also have a couple of other programs offered often in the organizational setting, but also in the general public. My latest book, Mature Masculinity, I'm offering programs to men to embody their highest self. So yeah, you can find a lot of that at bluetempleacademy.com and maturemasculinity.net.